What's up, guys? It's your girl Ben, and in this video I'm gonna be telling you guys the first time I ever practiced witchcraft. It all started when I was 18. It was senior year of my high school days. I was 18, I was just living life. I was working landscaping, I was getting tattoos done. I was just living life by me doing arts and crafts like I always do. Back in those good old days when I didn't have to worry about the real world. Then one day I met this girl at McDonald's. We went to high school together. We already knew each other, but not really. It's one of those things where it's like, she knows my name and I know hers. It was early September in 2017. I was skipping class to go get McDonald's for lunch. I ran into her there. She wasn't skipping class. She had a doctor's appointment because her health is terrible. We were one table apart. She was eating her food and I was waiting for my food. She was alone. I was alone. And that's when I was like, hey, I think I know you. Didn't we have Spanish together? I feel like I know who you are. She remembers me and responded, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We talked for a little bit and exchanged numbers. First, we only texted like once every 2 weeks because she had a boyfriend at the time. I didn't really care. I didn't plan on shooting my shot with her. And 1 month later, they broke up. I felt really bad because this guy was such an asshole and he's a real piece of shit. I fucking hope karma gets him for this, but last I heard from him, karma already got him, and it's so fucking amazing. When they first broke up, I was basically holding her hand until she got over this guy. And let me tell you, this shit took forever. She never shut the fuck about him until 6 months later, which felt like 6 years. Her mental health and her physical health is terrible. I can't stress this part enough. It is terrible. I literally thought she was gonna die at one point. And on top of that, she wasn't emotionally and spiritually in the right place as well. The breakup did not make any things better for me or her. The biggest thing I learned from all this is never shoot your shot with a sick girl. Never. Please don't. It's gonna make you sick and you're not gonna realize it. One day, she invites me over to her house. One weekend, she texted me everything that we're gonna do that day. I agreed and I went over her house. Before that, in the text message, she did mention that her mom wants to do a reading on me. I didn't instantly pick up what she was trying to tell me. I dead ass thought she was talking about reading a book or something relating to reading with a lot of excitement. Because I didn't care. She responded, are you sure you want to do this? You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Then I was like, wait a sec. I was a little confused. And I was like, what exactly do you mean by reading? Are we not going to read books? Then she explained what tarot cards were and she wanted to do a reading on me. That's what she meant. I still agreed, not knowing what I was going to get myself into. I know her mom, and I had no idea that her mom was a psychic, which I think that's pretty cool. That weekend, I went over her house thinking that her house is going to be haunted. It's not going to look like an average person's home with normal stuff, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I kind of thought it would be like evil and haunted and who knows what. But it wasn't the case. It was a normal person's home. It looked like there's nothing for me to be worried about. It was just her and her mom that lives in that home. No one else, no ghosts, nothing. We were just hanging out, having a really good time. Then, towards the end of the night, when I was about to go home, that's when her mom did the reading on me. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared. You know what? Actually, I was really scared. I was nervous, and they instantly picked up on that. But they didn't say anything. But I was like shaking a little bit, and I was just nervous. I was like, I don't know what to think or say. I don't want to say something stupid. Whatever I'm thinking, they probably already know. That kind of thing. That's what was going on in my head at the time. I swear, it's not that I don't like witchcraft or that I'm afraid of witchcraft itself. I was scared that her mom was going to think I'm crazy. Because let me tell you, I have done a lot of crazy and stupid stuff in the past. I thought she was going to know everything that I wanted to do with her daughter, like shoot my shot with her. I thought she was going to know that I like watching transgender porn. I thought she was going to know that I pay for pussy because I can't get any on my own. I got my reading and I asked 3 questions. I asked, what will the relationship be with me and your daughter? The second question was, what is the purpose of my life? What's my reason of being in this world? And the third question is something I'm going to save in another video. I'm not even going to tell you the question I asked. or I'm not going to give you the answer to the second question or anything like that. I'm just going to save all that to the second video. You'll see why. For this video, we're only going to be focusing on the first question and the question only. This was not the exact tarot deck that they use, but I do have a tarot deck, so I got 5 cards in total. This is the order that the universe put in, not the psychic lady. Switching them around. I'm going to get to that in a little, but this is the order I remember. The Lovers. I don't know if you can see that well. This is the Lovers. King of Swords. 9 of Swords. This isn't necessarily a good card you would want to have. 3 of Swords. Not necessarily a good card as well. The Hermit. The Hermit. Remember these 5 cards. Let me tell you, I didn't know jack shit about tarot cards. Even I picked up that it did not look good in the long run. I can see that it will temporarily be good and fucking amazing, or we're both gonna have the best time of our lives, but it's only gonna be temporary. Her mom secretly hid her emotions, probably because she knew something was up, but quickly hide it because I was looking at her. The biggest red flag I saw was her moving around the tarot cards like this is a game of memory. Then, when she got deeper and deeper towards the reading, at the end, she asked me to go babysit her cat in another room, as her and her daughter was having a conversation about me that I have no idea about, even to this day. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Looking back at that, I don't know why couldn't they have that conversation when, I don't know, when I wasn't around. But maybe it's one of those things where you gotta talk about it now. It's now or never, or these cards will disappear and I'm gonna forget what the universe is trying to tell me. Maybe that's why, but that was a red flag, I do gotta say. She was basically saying that as of right now, everything's gonna be good. You guys are gonna remain this close. You guys are gonna be best friends, blah, blah, blah. Everything is strong for right now, but things will crumble. Not because of someone, but something is gonna happen. But at the very end, we're going to be friends. And this was after she was done moving the cards around. Guess what? The complete opposite happened. So the universe wasn't lying. They were. They knew everything this entire time. You guys don't understand. It's just, oh my God. I just wasted so much time, money, energy, effort, stress, anxiety. Oh my God. Everything out of me. Just everything. And I do gotta say, I really, really wish I didn't do any of this shit. Because at the end, boy, was I disappointed. Wow. I've never been so disappointed before in my entire life. But then again, it was just one of those things where I didn't know that we would end up hating each other with all of our hearts. I wish I knew all this spirit shit sooner, so I could have easily avoided all this shit a long ass time ago. I didn't know that they knew. I didn't know all the secrets and stuff that they were hiding from me. I didn't find out until I see a witch for myself. By the time I went to go see the witch, that's when the friendship was pretty much over. You might be wondering, Ben, so many things doesn't make sense. Ben, why do you hate them? Why do you guys hate each other? Ben, why didn't you go see the witch sooner when the friendship was crumbling up, like her mom mentioned earlier? Honestly, I don't know. Even to now, I don't know. The only reason why I went to go see a witch is because there were so many things unanswered and I needed to know the answer to them. And when I got the answers, wow. I don't know. This whole thing is a mess. And I don't know how exactly to explain this to you. I don't know the right way to explain all this spirit shit to you because this isn't really my thing. Part of the biggest reason why I'm making this video in the first place is because the second question I asked and the third question I asked is now starting to get to me 3 years later after all this shit happened. Remember, earlier I said September 2017. It was October or November when we started hanging out all the time. That's when I got the readings done. That was all 2017, and it's November 2020 as of right now. 3 years later, the second question and the third question I asked is starting to get to me. Oh my God, I don't. You guys will see. I don't see. This is the problem. I don't know how to explain something to you guys. Aside from that, I really hope you guys learned something in this video. If you are ever in a situation that you are just not sure about, whether it's an investment for a business, relationships, your purpose of life, your happiness, the world may be against you, you want to find out an answer from the unknown, go get a reading done. Go get a reading done. Please make sure you're getting a reading from a legitimate psychic, okay? There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of bullshit out there, and there's a lot of stuff that made people believe that all of this is BS, and I don't want to get into all that right now. I just want you guys to know I find this shit very helpful, very useful. There has been negative stuff that has happened to me with these tarot cards, I will say, but all that's for another video. It's kind of my fault, kind of not. If you don't know where to go, I'll be more than happy to lead you to the right person. Everyone has their own person. One person may not be good for the other. I'll recommend you. I'll help you out. I might need to know some personal information, but don't worry. I'll be more than happy to help you out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much. If you guys actually stayed until the end, actually watched everything without skipping or whatever. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.